Puddle. Chapter 1. The Apartment. Michael and Sarah lived in a quiet neighbourhood in the southwest part of the city. Their apartment was modest. 2 rooms, a narrow hallway, old windows but cosy. They had rented it for nearly 7 years. Both worked, Michael as a night security guard, Sarah as a nurse at a private clinic. Sarah liked order. Michael liked silence. They had no children, no pets. Their evenings were the same. Dinner, TV shows, a bit of reading. Everything was routine until Tuesday. That night, Sarah was already asleep. Michael turned off the kitchen light and walked through the hallway toward the bedroom, and then he stopped. On the floor near the baseboard was a puddle. He froze. Nothing was dripping from the ceiling. The ceiling was dry, so were the walls. No signs of moisture. Just water. "Sarah," he called quietly. Came her voice from the bedroom. "Did you spill something?" "What?" "No." He went to get a towel, wiped the puddle and shrugged. "Probably from my shoes, though I've been in socks all evening." That night he fell asleep with a faint unease. Chapter 2. Return. The next morning he woke up first, went to the kitchen, made coffee, and as he passed through the hallway he froze. The puddle was back. Same spot. He crouched down, touched the floor, wet, slightly warm. "Sarah, you sure you didn't spill anything?" She appeared messy hair in her pajamas. "Mike," she sighed, "are we going to talk about this every morning?" "No, I didn't." "Maybe you didn't dry it all the way yesterday." "No, I dried it thoroughly." She shook her head and walked off to the bathroom. Michael wiped the puddle again, but now he was alert. Chapter 3. Test. On the 3rd night, he waited, placed an empty mug beside the spot, checked the pipes, everything dry. The puddle appeared again, under the mug. Sarah gave a skeptical hum. "Now that's weird, Mike. I'm setting up a camera." "A camera? Really? Maybe we just have dampness?" "It shows up suddenly. I want to know when." "Fine. Record your paranormal hallway, just don't go overboard." Michael left his phone recording overnight. In the morning he watched the footage. 2:37, floor dry. 2:38, puddle. No sound, no movement, just there. That can't be condensation. Sarah watched with him. Maybe the camera glitched? No, it's something else. She took a silent sip of coffee. Chapter 4. Surveillance. For several days Michael continued watching. He placed cameras at different angles, even bought a cheap thermal lens. All showed the same thing, dry until 2:37, then 2:38, puddle. He started staying in the hallway, slept against the wall, timer in hand. Friday night he didn't blink, just stared. Still 2:38, wet. Sarah woke from the light, came out. "How many days without sleep, Mike? You look pale." "It appears when I'm not watching." "You hear yourself? That sounds—" He looked at her, eyes bloodshot. "I know how it sounds, but I feel it. This isn't just water." Chapter 5. Warmth. The puddle grew daily. It felt denser, darker, too smooth, unnaturally still. "It's warm," he said, kneeling beside it, "like skin." Sarah stepped back. "Don't touch it, please." That night, he heard a sound. Drip. He turned. Nothing. Drip. The puddle had grown. He hadn't moved, but it was wider. Sarah yelled from the bedroom, "Mike, come to bed!" But he stayed, listening. Chapter 6. Withdrawal. A week later, he stopped going to work, called in sick. Sarah didn't argue anymore. She just quietly brought food. "It's dangerous," he whispered to her. "It's not made of water. It's made of something unknown." "We should talk to someone," she replied. "A psychologist, a priest, I don't know. You don't understand. It's not me. It's the puddle. It doesn't belong here." Chapter 7. Mirror. On the 7th night, Michael didn't sleep, left the lights off, just the camera's faint glow. He sat by the wall, watching. Then he noticed the reflection in the puddle was wrong. Nothing on the ceiling, but in the water, something else. Deeper, heavier, like the ceiling wasn't there, but a void. As if through the glass you could fall. He leaned closer. The water didn't ripple, didn't distort. It reflected, but not this world. "Do you see it?" he asked, eyes fixed. "It doesn't reflect the ceiling, it reflects something else." Sarah stood at the bedroom door. She wouldn't enter the hallway, looked at him like he was someone else. "Stop," she whispered. "Please, just stop. It's water, just water." "No, it's a mirror or a passage. It doesn't reflect the ceiling, it reflects a surface from somewhere else." She looked at him differently now, like at a madman. She turned and walked away. He stayed and watched until morning, when his eyes finally closed. Chapter 8. Final Night. The next day Sarah left for her sisters. They said little. She packed in silence. Only at the door did she say, avoiding his gaze, "You're not the same. I don't know who you are, and I'm afraid to stay." Michael just nodded. That night he prepared, placed a stool in the hallway. A thick pipe crossed the ceiling. He tied a rope around it. Tight knot, calmly, like getting ready for work. He was set to descend into it. The puddle now covered the hallway's centre, almost perfectly round. Black, not shiny, opaque. He stood on the stool, held a camera. Just before, he pointed the lens down at the puddle, hit record. On screen he saw his reflection, but not just a reflection there, him dead, rope around neck, swinging gently like caught in a breeze. 2:37. The phone alarm chimed. He suddenly screamed and the stool tipped. The camera fell. The lens caught twitching legs and drops falling from a boot. 2:38, drip, 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 Chapter 9. Morning neighbours heard a dull sound, like something fell. No one checked. No one called. A week later Sarah returned with a police officer. She didn't cry, just hugged herself as if cold inside. The apartment was normal. Everything in place, everything clean. The sterile silence unnerving, as if no one had lived there. Michael was nowhere. No note, no struggle. His things untouched. No puddle either. Sarah looked at the spot. No water, no mould, nothing. The ceiling pipe looked undisturbed, but the old paint beneath it was chipped. A stool lay tipped nearby. Chapter 10. New tenant. A month later the apartment was rented again. A quiet IT guy in his 30s, calm, paid 6 months in advance, moved in. His first night he woke up thirsty, walked barefoot down the hallway. His heel touched something cold, wet. He looked down, a puddle all around, dry, ceiling, clean. He shrugged, got a rag to wipe it. But when he leaned over, he saw the reflection and froze. In the puddle, he didn't see himself. There, a man, hanged, pale face, closed eyes, body gently swaying as if in wind, drops forming on his boot, drip, drip, drip. He looked up sharply, ceiling empty. He jumped back, yelling. A minute later he came back. The puddle, just a puddle. He wiped it. 2:38, drip, drip, drip.